Hey, it's Brian Thomas from the 55 KRC Morning Show. Very happy Wednesday to you, halfway through the week. Kind of a gloomy day out there now, and if you're in the tri-state area, it looks like we're going to get walloped with some snow tomorrow. 4 to 8 inches accumulation by tomorrow night. That's, I don't know, sounds like a lot. My producer is going whatever as we speak right now, so we'll find out what really hits the ground. But if you need information on school closings and weather and traffic, I encourage you to stop by 55krc.com. It's always there. Regardless of what actually happens, we'll have the information there, the right information, especially with those school closings. Talked with author J.R. Dunn. I'll scroll down here and show you here, Death by Liberalism. Yeah, you can get a copy of that book. It's makes some interesting points. It was good talking to him today. I also talked with Cincinnati Councilwoman Leslie Giz. Kind of a funny conversation. We went over some budget issues and yucked it up with her a little bit. You can run that on podcast. But this, to me, this article, which you can get, are you smarter than an elected official? The answer is, after you read it, you're going to know is obviously yes. I'm certain you're smarter than your elected official. But you read this article, and then I want to encourage you to read the comments by Ms. Sheila Jackson Lee, an elected official, insofar as her understanding, limited, about what the Fifth Amendment does, means, and is. She is arguing that the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution prevents Congress from repealing Obamacare. What is it, 9 months old now? The ink's hardly even dry, and it hasn't even been implemented yet. Congress did something. It is certainly in a position to undo that. And Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution is not going to change that. Health care is not a constitutionally guaranteed right. It's not in there. Don't look for it. Well, you can go ahead and look for it, and I encourage you to, if it gets you to read it, unlike our elected officials, look for it. Anyway, then read the comments of Sheila Jackson Lee after you look at this survey, and then step back and look at what we face as a country in terms of reality. It's going to frighten you, but I hope it makes you think that we put too much faith in people we elect as having some vast knowledge, some all-encompassing perspective and understanding about all that goes on in this world. They don't. They're influenced by lobbyists and their own emotion and knee-jerk reactions and, their life experiences. But just because someone is elected doesn't mean, in spite of the fact they'll hold their hand up and swear an oath to the Constitution, that they have an iota of understanding of what it means or how that it limits them. And the fact that only 49% of elected officials even know what the three branches of government are on a multiple choice question ought to send shivers down your spine. But you know what it also ought to make you do? It ought to make you feel good about yourself when you look in the mirror in the morning to say, you know what, these people aren't better than me. They don't know more than me. And I should be reluctant to put so much faith and stock in what they say. That's good for you, and that's good for America. Revealing this type of stuff is ultimately good for America if you spread the word on it and let people know about the level of intellect, or, in the case of Sheila Jackson Lee and many others, lack thereof. We'll all be better individuals. We'll rely on ourselves more, and we'll be more confident in our own decisions as they impact our own lives, as we should. Anyway, have a great day. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.